Hey, my name is Matthew Smith. I'm a Gull Lake High School student taking Introduction to Computer Science. Today, I'm going to be showing you our Python programming topic, or whatever you want to call it, our unit. But the first one is going to be declaring variables. Alright, programs for declaring variables. I did this on 910. Some little background knowledge. A variable in Python has a name that stores something of value. It's like a container that holds data which you can use throughout your program. Declaring a variable is a straightforward process that involves assigning a value to a name. So declaring a variable. So this example would be like name, and then Matthew Smith would be the value. So that's more specific, like first name Matthew would be the value. So then all of these here are So this is an integer, it's a whole number. And I had to put quotation marks around this because 5.10 would be 5'1", and I'm not 5'1", I'm 5'10". So getting into it, if you print name, then it tells the computer to go up here and print the name, which would be Matthew Smith, as you can see down here. First name, Matthew, print last name, so the next one would be Smith. And then print age, and up here age is 15. Height is equal to 5'10". Print height, 5'10". Print is student. Is student is true, and is teacher is false. I am a student, I'm not a teacher. Print is student would be true. So if I were to go print, and then is teacher, and then I go to run that. So it's true right here for student, and false for teacher. Alright, next program we're doing is a print function. So a print function is a function used to print a line of text, characters, and even spaces on a screen. A string is a sequence of characters enclosed in either single quotes or double quotes. Strings are used to represent text, characters, spaces. And these are some of the functions, I guess. \T would be new line, or \N is new line. \T is tab, so an indent in writing. Not sure what that is. Single quote, and then double quotes. So if you go print hello world and then \N, it'll give it a new line, as down here, hello world, and then another line. The next print is another new line, so they gave it another new line. So instead of going from here, it went down here, and then it is Tuesday. No, it went here, and then new line, so down here. And then the next one would be \T, so a tab, and then this is a tab. So an indent right here, and then this is a tab, and then another line, and then the next print would be a quote. I like turtles all the live long day. So it's just It's a print function. Alright, next one is an input function. The input function in Python is a built-in function used to obtain user input from the console. When input is called, the program pauses execution and waits for the user to type something. You press enter. So the name is, so this input, and then what is your name? And the input function always returns to a string. So if you want a number, you'll need to cast it using an integer or a float. So you print a new line like we learned in the last one. Welcome to the Blue Devil app, and then a space and another new line. And then it'll wait for you to answer, or it'll say, please answer the following questions. I missed one. Tab right here, \T, please answer the following questions, and then new line. And then the question would be, what is your first name? So input, what is your first name, and then a colon. So you could put, so I'm going to put my first name is Matthew. And then the next one is, what is your last name? Last name input, what is your last name? Smith. Next one is age. I've got to press enter. Next one's age. So I'm 15 at the time. Then press enter. And what grade am I in? 9, 10, 11, or 12. So I'm a sophomore. So I'm going to put 10. So we got age, and then what grade are you in? And then there's this right here. And then print, new line, welcome, and then your first name and your last name that you entered. So welcome Matthew Smith to the Blue Devil app. Welcome Matthew Smith to the Blue Devil app. I see that your age, I see that you're 15 years old. And in grade 10th, it should say 10th. But I go like high school. And then a new line. I'm gonna put go like high school. Actually, let me fix 9th, 10th, 11th, and 12th. 10th, 11th, and 12th. So the next one would be, what's your favorite hobby? So my favorite hobby is wrestling. So right here it says hobby input. What is your favorite hobby? So I answer that, wrestling. And then favorite vacation input. What was one of your favorite vacations you've been on? So here's the question, what was one of your favorite vacations you've been on? So I'm going to put my trip to Orlando, Florida. So I've got my trip to Orlando, Florida. And then the next one would be, what is your favorite food? So favorite food right here. Favorite food and input, what is your favorite food? So my favorite food is, say, tacos. I press enter. And then right here, print, and then Mr. last name, Mr. Smith. I see that your hobby is hobby wrestling. And my favorite vacation I've been on is my trip to favorite vacation. So I answer that up here. Right here, my trip to Orlando, Florida. And lastly, your favorite food is favorite food, which would be steak tacos. So that is how input functions work. So, yeah. Alright, last but not least, this is program if, elif, and else. Some important notes: you must indent or nest the code into each block, usually 4 spaces or 1 tab, preferably 1 tab, or like 1 tab is just easier. You can add multiple elif blocks. The else is optional, but runs if no other condition is true. If condition 1, hashtag do this if condition 1 is true, and then elif condition 2, hashtag do this if condition 1 is false and condition 2 is true, and then else is the hashtag do this if none of the above conditions are true. So true, and then do this one if the above is false and then this is true, and this is if none of them are true. So conditional operators. Conditional operators are called comparison operator. Oh my gosh. Conditional operators are called comparison operators, are what make your if statements work. They're used to compare values and they return true or false. Alright, operator. So 2 equal signs is equal. A exclamation mark and equal would be not equal. And then greater than, less than sign. And then greater than and an equal sign is greater than or equal to and less than. Alright, so we're going to wrap this up here. Grading program. Print. New line. What is the letter grade you will receive if ... and then another line. And then your grade. It's a question. And enter your numerical grade. So let's say you got an 80. Say you got an 88. Wait. Clear your terminal real quick. Run it. Let's say you got an 88. And then you got a B because up here you go up here. It's not equal to, or it's not greater than or equal to 90. So then the next one, elif, it is greater than or equal to 80. 88 is greater than 80, so I got a B. So then let's clear this and then run it again. And then the next one, let's say you got a 67. I would get a D because it's not greater than or equal to 50, and it's not greater than or equal to 70. So I got it is greater than or equal to 60 though. 7 above 60. So that is how if, elif, and else works. Thank you for watching. Subscribe. Smash the like button. Share this. Bye guys.